Connor, thank you. Later today, President Donald Trump is set to announce a new initiative that he says will stop violent crime in Washington, D.C. I want to bring in Stephanie Liebergen from our Scripps News Group, who is live on Capitol Hill. Stephanie, good morning to you. Why has crime in D.C. gotten the president's focus this week, and what do we think this announcement could be about?
Hey, Aaron, good morning. Well, the president has frequently criticized Washington, D.C., calling it unsafe and badly run and threatening to federalize the city. But it appears the catalyst for these recent comments about crime in D.C. are the carjacking and assault of a former DOJ worker that happened a little over a week ago. Now, homicides, violent crime, almost across the board is down in D.C. compared to this point last year, and down compared to a big spike that the city experienced in 2023. The exception to that is carjackings that are holding steady. And with carjacking specifically, according to D.C., about 50% of the suspects are often teenagers. So part of what has gotten the president's attention is the juvenile justice system, saying that the crimes aren't tough enough for teenagers that are being convicted of violent crime. So it goes beyond just crime that the president is expected to address today. He also put out a post on social media over the weekend targeting the unhoused population in Washington, D.C., saying the homeless need to be moved immediately. Now, he promised them a place to stay, but said that would be far away from the Capitol. So unclear what that type of proposal might look like from the president. He hasn't given us many clues, and the White House hasn't given many clues as to what exactly he's going to be announcing at 10 o'clock Eastern today. So what can the president do? What is he legally allowed to do? He could certainly call up the D.C. National Guard. That is within his purview. There are also parameters and conditions where he could take over the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. But something like that is likely to face a court challenge. And then the president has talked about federalizing Washington, D.C. and taking over the city as a whole. But to do that, he would need to repeal a law that was passed back in the 1970s called the Home Rule Act. That's what allows the city of D.C. residents to elect their own commissioner, city council, and mayor, positions that previous to that rule in the 70s were appointed by members of Congress and by federally elected officials. So all of us kind of waiting to see what exactly the president is going to say and what this announcement is going to be at 10 o'clock, and then what we might see change on the streets of D.C. after this announcement this morning.
Stephanie, I'm sure we will be discussing this with you once we have more details about that. Thank you so much for the heads up on what's happening at 10 o'clock. It's 6:49 now.